So we were given a lot of detail when it comes to the background of the Flynn and the CBI beef, and it's clear that Walter Flynn doesn't want to do business with them, but because he's stuck in his old school mentality, we're gonna see Vic Flynn approaching Diamond and Tommy to join forces, because there is always money to be made, and it's better if you work together than against each other, and Vic understands this, but going against Walter Flynn will definitely have its consequences as well. Now, we've also seen Diamond back as the head of the CBI, but only because Junod let him, so we're gonna see him working with Tommy, and it's not gonna go down well with his brother, so why did he exactly let him become the head of the CBI? This is something we're gonna run through later on in the video. Now, Eliana also looks like she's causing up a stir, and she's definitely not afraid to kill, throw her hands, or hold it down, and she's someone who I really hope stays loyal to Tommy, because they can give this original power character some real depth and character development if she can survive season 1, which I really hope she does. So we're gonna run through all the scenes in this episode 4 trailer breakdown, but let's start with Diamond and Tommy working together, because Diamond is gonna question Tommy, what's your play? With Tommy replying with, he wants that pipeline in Chicago, which he started to put in motion by making these connections with the CBI and the Flynns. And you can tell, Diamond wants to work with Tommy because he likes what he saw, especially when they did their drops for Rojas. He knows his shit, he knows how to handle himself, and he's not afraid to put himself out there because he never hides. For example, even though he was caught up in the kidnapping with Diamond, and he had nothing to do with the beef between Rojas and Diamond, Tommy decided to make it his business and have Diamond's back, mainly because he was looking for an entry into the drug game, and nobody gets away with kidnapping Tommy and threatening to hold him ransom. And let's not forget, he killed Rojas' people, which is a good thing for Diamond, for now anyway. He also comes with a certain privilege that we saw him use in episode 2 when he got this police officer off Diamond's back. And we really are watching Tommy move a little different. It's the same Tommy that we know from Power, but he's using his head a lot more, and he's being a lot more strategic. For example, if this was Power, he would have killed Eliana already, but he's kept her alive because he knows she can be more useful alive than dead. But Diamond tells Tommy once you start, it can't be undone. So what exactly is Tommy about to start? Because we all know he's starting his own organization, but I think working with the Flynns is something that can't be undone once you start, because Walter Flynn gave us a lesson in history in episode 3 when he told us that he had 9 men from the CBI killed in retaliation for what Diamond supposedly did to Paulie's wife. And Diamond is someone who wants to keep the bodies off the streets, because we all know he doesn't want to kill anymore, and he certainly doesn't want to lose any more of his people. And Walter Flynn is someone who you definitely do not want to cross. So Vic Flynn is definitely playing a dangerous game, going against his family, because as Walter said before, he'll do it his way, and he'll continue to do it the way he likes it, because that's the way Island wants it. And now we're beginning to see this character description play out, especially where it reads, realizing that his father has taken a shine to Tommy, Vic will regain to fight his control of his rightful position at any and all costs, looking to move his family business forward and bury old beefs. Vic's allegiances to his family is put to the test, and his actions will basically impact the entire Chicago's power structure. And notice how we're now beginning to see this play out as we move into episode 4, because we also saw how Vic was happy to deal with the CBI, which meant that the Flynns would be able to move their pills through their territory, but also have access to coke as well, where they could then diversify. But the problem is, Walter Flynn would never go for such a deal, so we're gonna see Tommy and Diamond sitting down with just Vic Flynn this time, because he made it clear that when there's money to be made, he doesn't say no. So we're not gonna see this beef get in the way of making money, and we're not gonna see this dislike of Tommy get in the way of business either, so far anyway. And that's because both Vic Flynn and Claude know that the drug game has evolved, and they need to stay with the times if they're gonna continue to make profit and stay relevant. But Walter Flynn, he can't see this. He is just way too stubborn, and maybe if he listened to his kids, he wouldn't have Claude trying to do her own thing, and Vic doing the same as well. But Vic knows it is definitely better to squash beef and work together than against each other, because there is a lot of territory that's up for grabs, and if the CBI and the Flynns can work together, then there is a lot of money to be made for all of them. But secrets bring drama, and drama brings problems, according to Diamond and Tommy, and they're not wrong. Not just from Walter Flynn and his family, especially when they've got law enforcement looking at them closely. The last thing you want to do is increase your risk and start expanding your business and giving law enforcement an opportunity to build a case against you, which Walter Flynn said they don't have yet anyway. And Claude seemed to have smoothed things over with Alderman after putting him back in line. But we saw Tommy being watched outside of Dr. Parker's office, and this is something Tommy needs to keep an eye on, which I'm sure he noticed. But those are some of the issues that the Flynns have. But Diamond has a big issue of his own on his hands, because Junod is someone who's playing with him, because he let him beat him in their fight for control over the CBI. And you could really sense that this was happening from the beginning of the season, because Junard wants to run things his way, and Diamond wants to do shit differently after spending 15 years inside. And now they're the total opposites. Junard has his crazy, hothead side to him, and Diamond is very calm and calculated, something which only changed after he went inside, because Junard even said the old Diamond wouldn't have stood for Tommy and he would have already popped him. But it really is sad that we're seeing these two brothers fight, because you can tell this is only the beginning of a huge divide in the CBI. And what will make it worse is when Tommy realizes who D-Mac is, because at this moment he's loyal to Junard and only takes orders from him. But I think he's another person who could definitely switch to Tommy's side. So similar to the Flynn family power structure, the CBI power structure is very much divided and it's only going to get worse. But let's move on and talk about Tommy and Eliana, because she's someone who they've clearly given a lot of screen time to, and to definitely give her character some depth and character development, because she's going to be someone who's going to be important to Tommy, or they're going to make her death that much more impactful if she is killed off. And I really do hope they go with the first, with her being someone who they can build, and someone who can stay loyal to Tommy and work with him in the long run. But she's causing Tommy some trouble according to Walter Flynn, who said there's a storm coming because of his sidekick. And there's a few reasons why Eliana could be an issue. She told Tommy in episode 3 that someone came at her and only she walked out of that fight alive, which ended up with her taking these 10 bricks, which may or may not belong to the Jimenez cartel. But there's a few talking points coming away from Liliana. First, Liliana isn't someone who's afraid to throw her hands, pull a piece, and she's actually killed someone. Not bad for someone who was just a courier chick for Ghost and Tommy. But is Liliana being truthful about where she got this product from? Of course, only time will tell. But if she is, then there's definitely going to be some blowback, and there's definitely someone out there looking for their way back. And this is a scene from the season trailer, with someone who's asking, where's Tommy Egan? And I think Liliana's the one who's being questioned. So at some point this season, someone's going to come looking for Tommy, and maybe because it is because of the product, which was marked with a spider card, something which they made reference to again. So this is a storyline they're definitely building up for later on this season, and probably season 2 as well in my opinion. But there's also some history here between Liliana and Junard, because she mentioned that she did some work for Junard and he still owes her 8k, and Tommy said he'll get her money back. So we're gonna see both of them in Diamond's barbershop, and as it is, Junard definitely doesn't like Tommy. So this meet, which involves Liliana, is probably gonna be a bit fiery and awkward. But that's a breakdown of the episode 4 trailer, where we're gonna see Diamond, Tommy and Vic coming together behind Walter's back. Claude is also someone who's going to be working behind Walter's back as well, but she's going to be doing her own thing with Mai. But we're also going to see the action pick up and probably learn more about Tommy's background, because every single episode we seem to learn more about his relationship with JP or something else which he finds out about his family. And I'm sure there is more hidden secrets which they may find in Miriam Egan's house. But drop all your predictions down below for episode 4. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 4 Force and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.